I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance
The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time. Katie Taylor, one of the best to ever do it, fighting out of Ireland. Jelena Mrdenovic.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner. And now, from Bray, Ireland, here is a 2-division undisputed champion of the world, introducing simply the best, Katie Taylor. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Hay River, Canada, a women's 3-weight division champion of the world, Jelena Mrdenovic.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Here we go, round 1. Who's going to land the first big shot? No rest for the weary. That jab scores. Trying to land that jab. They exchange punches. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. And now they're right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you. I need you. Here we go for round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
She wasn't ready for that counter. These two were made for each other. Do you believe what we're seeing? Did you see that? Mrdjenovich in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what?
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. Disaster averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? Good counter punch. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Have a bad round? We have bad rounds.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catches and counters. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice counter shot. That left hook is blocked. Shot by her. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Insane action. Quick punch scores. Score with that right uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally come. Here we go to the 4th round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Two fighters are made for one another. It's seen in the past from this fighter. They don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
Time for the 5th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Well done with that counter shot. Tried to score with a jab. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And Jelena Mrnjavec is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again.
On their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Mrnjavec in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
To get here and blow it.
There's the bell for round 6. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Johnny. She just got dropped in that last round. Got to change something in the game plan here to turn this around.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Mrnjavec just got caught. We were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And this is not where Mrdjenovich wants to be. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Oh, what a punch. Defense is not an option for these two. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That punch dropped her hard. I have got to see that again. So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.